Hello, everyone. Get ready for NBA action live on 2K Sports. The starting fives for our game. Here are tonight's starting lineups. And the Magic start out with the ball. Now McGrady. Back to Hardaway. O'Neal. Backs him down. Comes up empty down in the post. Pass to Marion. Goes back up. It's hauled in by the Magic.
If they could end every possession with that shot, they'd be happy. 9 times out of 10, that's an easy layup for them.
Magic on defense. Here's Chambers. Nash outside. Stoudemire backing him down. 6 to shoot. Westfall. Stoudemire, and that is good.
Man, how about the dexterity for this big guy? I mean, he is really smooth around the basket.
Pass to O'Neal. Working on Stoudemire. Baseline try. Shaq can't get that one to fall. And here's the break. Westfall steps back and drains the jump shot. First quarter, about a minute and a half in. Here's McGrady. And here is Howard. And the shot is good.
Took advantage of some shoddy defense there. They've got to at least get a finger on him.
Nash outside. Hardaway with the steal. And about 2 minutes played here in the first quarter. And that one's good.
That's just run-of-the-mill for him. A typical day at the office. He's one of the more skilled offensive players out there.
Nash outside. To the paint. Westfall. Here's Marion. And the Suns tack on 2 more. And Orlando has possession. If you're just tuning in, we played about 2.5 minutes here in the first. O'Neal knocks it loose. It's stolen by Stoudemire. Back to Nash. Doubled by Howard. Westfall. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Magic will take it.
Man, I don't know what happened right there. He just basically walked out of bounds.
Here comes Penny Hardaway. About 3 minutes gone here in the first quarter. And he's going up for the alley-oop. Trying to go for an alley-oop, but excellent defense and anticipation there to stop it. Now, here's Nash. All alone. And it's Phoenix scoring again. Orlando trailing here. Pass to O'Neal. He's against Stoudemire. Back to Hardaway. Hill. Now here's Nash. Still getting warmed up offensively. No buckets yet in the game for him. Hardaway with the steal. The big dunk at the end of the break. And it's Phoenix's ball. Nash outside. Dwight Howard grabs the board. Here's McGrady. An amazing finish with a hand right in his face. Nash with it. Back to Stoudemire. Pulls up. Stoudemire left side. Misses the wing jab.
Well, I think the defense got lucky right there. I mean, he's going to make a lot more of those than he misses when he's got that much room.
Howard with it. Now, here is McGrady. Backing down is Howard. 5 to shoot. Here's Hardaway. No good. They really want to find that igniter here.
Yeah, that's right. Kevin, the offense has basically been running in place.
They got to get going. Pass to O'Neal. He's against Stoudemire. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass.
Oh, I tell you what, nice little run here they're going on.
The Suns trail. Nash outside. Now here's Marion. Now Stoudemire. Nash outside. Here's Chambers. Shot clock at 6. That one off the back iron and out. Here's Orlando now. Down low. Howard in the post. And down it goes. Jamming that one home. Timeout called. The Suns. Nash with it. He hasn't scored yet. That I'm sure will change. Westfall. And he hits the jumper for 2. Here are the Magic now. 6-point lead. Outside Hardaway. Pass to Howard. Hardaway. And here is McGrady. Releases. And Orlando again with the bucket. Nash outside. Stoudemire with the ball. Foul call that time on the way up. That'll give him 2 chances at the free throw line here. It's his first trip to the line. Free throw good, Stoudemire. And both free throws good for Stoudemire. So it's Orlando now. 6-point game. To the middle. Backing down is Howard. Lays it in without an inch of room around him. 6 points for him.
And now we can see them really working it inside.
Now Nash. Looking for his first basket still in this one. Pass to Marion. Gets it to go from beyond the arc.
I like the offensive awareness to exploit that lack of coverage on that play.
Here's Hardaway. O'Neal with it. And O'Neal backs in. Puts it up from 12. And Stoudemire pulls it down.
This touch has disappeared on him this quarter. He just hasn't been able to get it going.
Pass to Nash. 6 on the shot clock. Westfall. And he gets it to go. 8 points for him.
That's 4 connections and 5 tries now for him in what's been a great first quarter.
Here's Hardaway. Hill. Now O'Neal. Releases. O'Neal inside. And O'Neal gets it to go. Here's Nash. Pass to Marion. Clock at 6. Poked away. Hardaway with the steal. Outside Hardaway. Now here is McGrady. Now Hardaway. And here is McGrady. Just 5 on the clock. Hill inside. They recover it. Out of bounds. Phoenix takes possession. And the Suns with a completely new group on the floor. And here is Johnson. Here's Booker. Stoudemire left side. Stoudemire left side. Banked in off the glass. 6 points for him. Here is Anderson. Now here's Lewis. And the three off target.
Boy, even though he missed, you can't give up that kind of a look very often.
Here's Booker. And the Suns get it back. And here's Nance. Marlin. Can't tie it up as that one's no good. Now here's Anderson. Back to Scott. Three-pointer. That's good.
Everything going according to the script for them offensively so far.
Johnson with it. Bryant so far offensively, searching for his first points of the game. Here's Booker. Trying to answer back, but that three is off the mark. Stolen. Back to Johnson. Johnson right side. Second chance shot. Back to Nance. 6 on the shot clock. Left side Nance. Marlin hits it from three-point range.
You know what, guys? He can really light it up from the perimeter at times.
And here is Lewis. Vucevic backing down. Pass to Anderson. The putback. Great positioning on the putback. The Suns trailing. Johnson outside. Stoudemire backing him down. Now Johnson. He's been patient so far. Nothing yet on the scoreboard. 5 on the clock. Booker. Another three for Phoenix.
Boy, he made a nice little bounce pass there. We call that the pocket pass, and he did it well.
Pass to Scott. Shoots the three. Can't get it to go. From midcourt. No luck. A good close contest so far as we finish the first quarter. It's the Magic. Let's take it. Well, up to this point, a closely contested game as we start the second quarter. And what do you guys think about the Magic here so far in this one? Back to Johnson. Here's Booker. Johnson outside. Marlin. Back to Johnson. Booker. A three-pointer is right on target. He has 6. Orlando trailing here. Here is Anderson. Now here's Lewis. Offensive rebound. Francis. Now Lewis takes the three. That is good.
He had to wait for a while all the way until now, but he finally got his first three-pointer of the game.
Johnson outside. Here's Booker. Back to Johnson. Booker. Pass to Nance. Left side Nance. Clock at 4. No good from Booker. Here's Anderson. Nance with the rebound.
Terrific job that time defending at the rim. I mean, it's not an easy task stopping that fella when he's headed to the bucket like that. Good job.
And yes, sir, that one drops.
The second he got around the pick and shook his man, it was straight to the bucket for the easy deuce. Very, very well done.
Scott, good.
They've done a really good job of knocking down their long-distance shots here in the second quarter. And they're shooting just above 40% from downtown. That's outstanding.
The Suns making a switch here. Now here's Kidd. 2 minutes now played in the second quarter. Pass to Hornacek. The three. Rebound, Grant. Orlando leading. Here is Armstrong. And here is Lewis. Now here's Anderson. Shot clock at 6. Here is Armstrong. Here is Armstrong. No good from outside. Quarter 2 and just under 2.5 minutes gone by. Kid with it. Now Anderson. Pass to Armstrong. Back to Anderson. Here's the three. Phoenix grabs the miss. Hornacek with it. Takes it into the teeth of the D and converts the layup.
3 consecutive baskets have come right at the rim. The defense had better start buckling down and tightening up.
Here is Armstrong. No scoring yet from him, but that's likely to change. And a little under 3.5 minutes elapsed in the second quarter of play. Pass to Hornacek. Now Nance. It was on him from the low block. And here's Nance. And here comes the break. Now here's Anderson. Cans the shot with nobody near him.
Good ball movement. He put that pass in the ideal spot, right where it needed to be.
Here's Kidd. Now here's Nance. Back to Kidd. From past the arc. Rebound by Armstrong.
Boy, even though he missed, you can't give up that kind of a look very often.
Lewis with it. Pass to Armstrong. Scott. No good on the three.
Kevin, I didn't like that defensive effort at all, but they're lucky he missed it.
Here's Hornacek. Scott pulls it in. And so here's Orlando. They lead by 4. Here is Armstrong. He hasn't yet put up any points in this one. Anderson with the ball. And it's Armstrong missing.
Well, I tell you what, that's fantastic defense on one of the best three-point shooters in the league. The key there was not to give him much space before he took that shot.
And Orlando has possession. Pass to Anderson. Here is Armstrong. Lets the three fly. The Magic again can't hit. Now Hornacek. Now Kidd. Outside Kidd. Drains it from beyond the arc. Here is Armstrong. Pass to Anderson. Here is Armstrong. Now Anderson. 6 to shoot. Here is Armstrong. And they come right back with their own three-pointer. Hornacek with it. Now here's Nance. Left side Nance. Oh, that's blocked. Now here's Anderson. Pass to Scott. Lets it fly. And Orlando again with the bucket. The Suns trailing. And here is Kidd. This one for 3. Can't get it to go.
He hit a 3 in the first, but so far has been unable to capitalize here in this quarter.
And here is Lewis. Pass to Armstrong. From deep. And he gets it to go. He's got 6.
That shot becomes effortless for him when the D is so relaxed. They've got to get more intense.
And here's Nance. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Magic will take it. Phoenix making some changes. On offense, here are the Magic. Outside Hardaway. Back to Howard. Backs him down. He drains the turnaround jump shot. Here's Nash. Still getting warmed up offensively. No buckets yet in the game for him. Pass to Hornacek. Now here's Marion. From the baseline. Cannot hit. Let's see if they can extend their lead to double digits.
Kevin, I don't think there's any reason to think they can't. Not the way they've been going.
Backing down is Howard. That's going to be out of bounds. The Magic will retain possession. Off the inbound pass. And again, it's the Magic from deep.
They're getting a bunch of their points outside of the paint. 3 of their last 5 buckets are from three-point range.
Westfall hits the outside fadeaway. He's got 10. Hardaway with it. He's got 7. Back to O'Neal. Guarded by Marion. Right block shot. And there are the Magic with another bucket. Here comes Steve Nash. No scoring yet from him, but that's likely to change. There's the pick. Pass to Hornacek. Clock at 6. Westfall. And that is good.
Guys, he shot a very good percentage today, and they've needed it.
Now McGrady. He's got 6. Outside Hill. Howard with it. And the shot is good. He's got 10.
And we'd be remiss if we didn't also mention his supreme shot blocking. And he doesn't do it softly. He comes up with emphatic denials.
Westfall. And he drops in the layup off the glass.
You know, he's putting on an outstanding offensive display, and he may just be getting warmed up here.
Back to Howard. Hardaway. And O'Neal backs in. The jump hook. The shot is off. Westfall. Nash outside. Here's Chambers. And the lead is down inside single digits.
Well, they're not shooting as many from outside here in the second quarter.
Here's Hardaway. He has 7. Pass to Howard. Backs in. And Orlando again with the bucket.
Well, I tell you what, when you get this kind of effort and efficiency from him, they're a really hard team to beat.
Westfall. Now Marion. It's stolen by Hill. Now here's Hardaway. Now McGrady. And here is McGrady. Tried to tip it in, but couldn't quite get it. Westfall lays it up and banks it in. He's got 16.
You know, really doing a good job of getting into the teeth of that defense here.
Here's McGrady. Shot and game clock separated by 5. And O'Neal gets it to go. And so here's Phoenix, trailing by 10. Westfall. Pass to Hornacek. And it's blocked. Here's Hardaway. No good. That'll do it for the first half. Magic out in front. The second half about to start here in just a few moments. Here's Nash. He hasn't scored yet. That I'm sure will change. Here's Chambers. Here's Chambers. Count that one.
8 of the last 10 points at that end of the court have been scored on very high percentage shots in the paint.
And the Magic with possession. They've held a 12-point lead earlier. Backing down is Howard. The jump hook. That's good. He's got 14.
You know, it wouldn't be a bad idea to put an extra body on him, get some help when he barrels his way in close. He's such a good finisher. He needs more than one guy to defend him.
There's a screen. Pass to Stoudemire. He's against Hill. Now here's Stoudemire. 2 on the clock. Chambers gets the jumper from the corner to fall. And with a little over a minute gone, the second half is underway. Hardaway with it. Outside Hardaway. Now here is Hill. Nash left side. Here's Chambers. Westfall. And that one's good. 18 points for him.
Nothing but money for him to start the half. They've made all 3 of their shot attempts.
Here's Hardaway. Howard. Backing down. Good on the baseline, Jay.
He shot the ball exceptionally well as they've built this lead for themselves here.
The Suns trailing. Now Nash. Looking for his first basket still in this one. Back to Marion. Marion left side. Just 5 to shoot. The 3. It's hauled in by McGrady.
Even with that miss, they're shooting 75% coming out of the break. That's a strong start to the half.
It's back to Hill. Second half of play, and we're 3 minutes into the third here. Here's Nash. Timeout called. The Suns. One of the stories here, Dwight. Here's Nash. Puts it up off the inbound. He takes it up and lays it in.
Everything working for him out of the half as they've hit 4 of their first 5 shots.
Here's McGrady. Grant Hill on the wing. Pass to O'Neal. And he banks in the layup. 10 points for him.
Guys, good job working it down low and getting the high percentage look there. That's good basketball.
And here is Marion. And here is Stoudemire. Marion with it. Here's Chambers. 6 on the shot clock. First trip to the free throw line for him in this one. First free throw is good. That one falls, so he hits both of them. In the third quarter with just over 3.5 minutes off the clock. Back to O'Neal. Pass to Hardaway. Now here's Howard. Now here's Hardaway. Got a piece of it. Here's McGrady. Here's O'Neal. It's going to be a goaltending call here, so they'll count the bucket.
He didn't get to that one quite in time, Kevin. Those can be tough to gauge sometimes.
Here's Chambers. Marion outside. Pass to Stoudemire. Westfall. Shot from the low block. Can't hit. Shaq with the screen. Now here is McGrady. 6 points for him. And it's out of bounds to the Magic as Orlando will retain possession. Outside Hardaway. It's hauled in by the Suns.
When he's wide open like that, he'll rarely miss those.
They set the pick. Nash outside. Westfall. Shot clock at 6. Here's Chambers. 8 points for him. Nice follow through on the fadeaway. He's got 10. Orlando leading. And here is McGrady. Pass to O'Neal. Howard with it. Howard, good. Nash with it. Here's Chambers. Back to Nash. Shot clock at 5. Here's Chambers. And he gets it to go.
The points just keep coming for him this quarter. And just at the right time, too, as they try to narrow the deficit.
Now, here is outside Hardaway. Here's the lob to the hoop. And stolen by Nash. Westfall drops in the breakaway layup. 20 points for him.
Not trying to rattle any rims or racks there. Just up and in with the finger roll.
Pass to Howard. And the officials call goaltending, so they'll award the basket.
He almost got to that shot in time, but not quite. You can't touch the ball once it's on the way down.
And the Suns here with a different look. And here's Dragic. Here's Booker. Back to Dragic. Chambers. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Booker. He has 6.
You know, not really a significant margin in terms of them rebounding, but enough to get the job done.
Anderson inside. Good. He has 6. Now Dragic. Back to Marion. Now Dragic. Outside Dragic. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Magic will take it. The Magic making a switch here. Pass to Grant. And that one's good. They got on this roll a while ago, and they just haven't looked back.
Boy, this defense is getting eaten up on the inside, guys, giving up far too many free runs to the rim.
Now here's Dragic. He's been patient so far, nothing yet on the scoreboard.
One of the reasons they're behind is because we haven't seen enough of that. He needs to become a bigger part of the offense.
And so here's Orlando. Back to Anderson. Here's Vucevic. The shot is off.
All the defender had to do there was just stay close to him, and he did.
Here's Booker. 6 points for him. And here is Grant. Now Lewis. Pass to Anderson. And here is Lewis. Back to Anderson. Lock at 6. Connects from three-point range. He's got 9.
A wide open 3. They need much better communication defensively.
Here's Stoudemire. And here's the rejection. And uses both hands to jam it in. The Suns squad struggled. Outside Dragic. And it's good.
The screenplay worked ideally there, and I'm not talking about the screenplay you see in a movie theater. Gave him more than enough room to get that shot off.
And here is Lewis. Here's Vucevic. Here's Lewis. And again, it's the Magic from deep.
You know, there's no better sign of how efficiently a team is operating than their assist numbers. And theirs are fantastic.
Dragic with it. Here's Booker. A picture-perfect screenplay, and the jumper's good. 8 points for him.
Great job of utilizing that screen and finding space to knock down the jumper. Good basketball.
Now here's Anderson. Fades and shoots. And again, it's Orlando converted.
That's a clean look they gave him there, fellas, and he drains those.
Here's Dragic. Stoudemire, right side. Here's Booker. And he takes it in for the layup off a very nice feed.
You can see that they're not as aggressive from the three-point arc. They had far more attempts in the first half.
Here's Vucevic. Francis. Oh, trying for it. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Magic will retain possession. The Suns making a switch here. 6 to shoot. Armstrong drills the three-pointer. 9 points in the game so far. Guys, nothing has really come easy for him today.
Yeah, you'd have to consider this not one of their best performances.
Here's Chambers. He's got 12. Back to Kidd. Here's Booker. Pass to Kidd. 6 on the shot clock. Fires the three.
It's a +5 advantage for them in the rebounding category after that board.
Francis. And he converts the layup.
They're straying away from the three-point game here in the second half. And that's fine as long as they're on the lead and they're getting good shots. They've decided not to take nearly as many three-pointers in this half.
Here's Dragic. Blocked. Here's Marion. And good work on the boards. They pick up the second chance points. 7 points in the game. Here is Armstrong. 9 points in the game so far. Takes a three. Rebounded by Chambers. Misses the shot. And here at the end of the third quarter, it's a double-digit ball game. It's the Magic. And we welcome you back to start the quarter. Players had a chance to get hydrated with Gatorade. And there's certain to be some great basketball ahead for us. Here is Armstrong. Pass to O'Neal. Now Howard. Scott from downtown. And he gets it to go.
I'm not sure who was supposed to pick him up, but somebody's going to get an earful from the coach for leaving him that wide open.
Now here's Johnson. Johnson left side. Shot clock at 6. And he gets it to go.
And he is also a very savvy on-the-ball defender. He'll turn a crossover into a turnover if you try it against him.
Here is Armstrong. And the foul called on Sean Marion. That is his first foul of the game. We're just over a minute into this final quarter of play. Now Scott. And again, it's the Magic from deep.
There's been a huge discrepancy between these teams in their effectiveness from the three-point line.
Stripped it away. And here we go. And he drops it in from the low post.
He got a little room at the rim and laid it in. Great play.
And we've made our way through just over a minute and a half in this fourth quarter. Soft touch off the glass. Here is Armstrong. The tray. Rebounded by Chambers. Right side Kidd. Pass to Hornacek. Here's Chambers. Back to Hornacek. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Here's Chambers. Puts up a three. Good.
He is pouring it on in the second half, guys. I mean, a much better showing than he had before the break.
So it's Orlando now. Pass to Howard. Now here's Scott from the arc. And that comes off the assist by Dwight Howard. He's got 19. Around 3 minutes gone here in the fourth quarter. Johnson. That one's good from the corner.
He had his head on the swivel and was able to pick out the pass and get the assist.
Francis. Pass to Scott from outside the arc. And again, it's Orlando with the three.
These defenders are putting up very little resistance to the three-point shot.
Over 3.5 minutes through the final quarter now. Jeff Hornacek on the wing. Back to Kidd. Clock at 6. Johnson with it. Stolen by O'Neal. Pass to Howard. And he uses the glass on the layup. He's got 22.
Boy, I tell you what, he's having one of those days where if he takes it, he makes it.
Now here's Kidd. Johnson outside. Back to Kidd. Ball's knocked loose. Here we go, one-on-one. Howard in the post. And again, Dwight Howard. And here is Kidd. Marion left side. Pass to Hornacek. Now here's Kidd. Hornacek with it. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Chambers. Back to Scott. O'Neal with it. Here is Armstrong. And a miss there on the triple.
He just has not been able to get into that groove yet, guys, but as a whole, it hasn't affected them too much.
Here's Kidd. Misses off the right iron. Here is Armstrong. Shaq with the screen. Howard. Pass to Armstrong. Drills it from outside.
He's putting on a commanding performance here. He's hit 2 3-pointers in each half now.
Now Johnson. Now Hornacek. Back to Johnson. And here is Kidd. Johnson outside. He drains it as the shot clock ticks down. And the Magic with possession. Pass to Scott. Howard with it. Backs down. Rebounded by Chambers. Johnson outside. And here's Hornacek. Here's Chambers to the inside. 5 to shoot. Another one falls for Phoenix.
This is a fantastic performance in this half. He didn't play as well in the first, but you just know with this guy, he's always ready to turn it around.
Here's O'Neal. And that one goes long.
And you know why he was open there. They didn't commit too much defense to him, and you can see why. He has trouble making that shot.
Johnson outside. Shot from the wing. Again, Phoenix. Here is Armstrong. Pass to Howard. Here is Armstrong. Here's O'Neal. From down low, and he gets it to go.
You know, with that much of a height advantage, that's exactly what you should do. Take it straight to the rim.
Chambers. Here's Marion. Hit his foot. And the refs whistling a kick ball. The Suns making a switch here. So it's Phoenix now. Here's Chambers. Crafty move. Poked loose. And stolen by Howard. Pass to Hill. Great pass to set up the lay-in.
Oh, Maestro, he is so good at making those lead passes. Like conducting an orchestra.
Back to Nash. Knocks down the 3-ball.
Boy, I tell you what, he loves getting looks like that from the 3-point line. No one near him. That's a warm-up jumper for him.
Outside Hardaway. O'Neal. Outside Hill. Back to O'Neal. 4 on the shot clock. And Orlando again with the bucket.
Pretty much all of their buckets coming from inside the paint now.
Now here's Nash. Pass to Marion. Marion left side. Can't get it to go.
You know, he just hasn't looked right to me. A bit out of sorts, if you will. Something's off with his mechanics, at least as I look at it.
From 8, O'Neal misses. And here are the Suns now. And here's Nash. Pass to Marion. Marion, right side. And that one's good. Hardaway with it. Now, here is O'Neal. Outside Hardaway. Backing down is Howard. And foul called as he misses. He'll go to the line and shoot two.
Howard.
That free throw, no good. And he can't get the second one to drop either. Coming up empty that time. Here's Marion. Out to Nash. Launches it. Orlando grabs the miss.
He certainly didn't take advantage of the poor defense, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
Back to Hardaway. Pass to O'Neal. Makes it off the glass.
4 of their last 5 makes came off of a high-quality shot inside.
Here's Nash. Here's Chambers. Back to Nash. Here's Chambers. And here's Nash. Here's Chambers. The second chance effort. And Shaq pulls it down. Now McGrady. From about 16. Again, the Magic score. Now, here's Nash. Pass to Marion. Westfall. Inside. Stoudemire. And that is good.
You know what? That's what you like to see. A perfect pass leading him right into the shot. Didn't even have to break stride.
And O'Neal backs in. And Orlando again with the bucket. Nash outside. Pass to Stoudemire. Stoudemire right side. Down low. Westfall. The finger roll finish at the bucket. And here is Hardaway. And so it's Orlando. Dwight Howard